What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MicroStrategy today, MSTR. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Strategy. It's called strategy now. That's what it is. $350 right now. Up 1% on the day. What's Bitcoin doing? Isn't it down on the day? Oh no, it came back up a little bit. Okay, down a little bit. Whatever. But you're coming up, so that's nice to see. MicroStrategy here, opening the day down, coming up. That's nice. Okay, so here we are on the RSI, looking at this on a daily basis, getting above the 60. You really do look like you're primed and ready to see the overbought zone. And again, I forget if we talked about this last time. I'm sure we talked a little bit about it, but you guys, whenever you got overbought last time, if you notice here, look, you were overbought, you weren't overbought for a while, you were about to get overbought. Here, you got overbought, you rejected it. These are rejections. You got into it, yes, technically, but these are rejections, right? This is getting into the overbought zone. So really, I look at this as like you hadn't been overbought in a very long time. You finally got overbought here. Look at what happened, right? Like look at just look at the beginning of what happened, right? You get overbought, you're breaking out of your downtrend, and you're continuing to move up on this massive move up. You're looking to get overbought, you're breaking out of your downtrend. It's like the same story, just a different time, right? You've got this nice double bottom here. It looks to me to be an Eve and Adam double bottom, and you're carrying on perfectly with this, man. We love it. We love it. The minimum target for this Eve and Adam pattern, if we're here at the low to the high, the minimum, or not the minimum, the only, it's the minimum and the maximum target at the same time, would be about $509. And essentially what this means, because you're coming out of this Eve and Adam double bottom, and it looks to be an even Adam in my opinion. It's not the most conventional even Adam, I'll say that much, but it is an even, it truly is an Eve and Adam pattern. You don't have to see that overnight, but I do think that you're going to be more or less in a straight move, a straight shot up to this area before you see any form of consolidation, before you break higher, stuff like that, right? I don't think that it's just going to be like this, but I don't think that you'll see any kind of long consolidation and then move up. Like, it's not going to be like this working your way up here. Essentially, I think you're just going to continuously move up, and that actually makes a lot of sense because I am expecting Bitcoin to move faster than people think, right? I'm assuming a lot of people here, this is what I'm thinking is going through most people's heads, okay? And I'm only thinking this because I've been here. I've been doing this for 9 years. I know what it's like to think as far as like what the herd mentality is because I've been there. I've been there. I'm a human being too. I'm not separate from anybody else's mentality. I see the charts too. I know what effect it has. And my guess, my initial thought, like if I'm just thinking mindlessly here, is that, well, most of the time whenever we pump, we sell off. This is the first big pump that we've had in a while. We're probably going to consolidate, right? We'll probably pull back. We'll probably see prior resistance become support. Anybody and everybody can make that call. But what if we don't? What if we just keep going up? What if we don't do something that makes sense? In fact, that's what Bitcoin does. That's what it's notorious for, is not doing the thing that people expect. And I'm sure over the past 2 days, a lot of people were expecting that we'd go down to this area. But I'm not so sure that we do. I think that we're just going to press higher. I've said it. I've said it since we were here. I might have even said it before then. I know that we've talked about prices going up before then, but I've said it that this move up to new all-time highs, because that's where we're going inevitably, is new all-time highs. I think it's going to be faster than people anticipate, and I don't think we actually encounter real resistance until Bitcoin is at new all-time highs. Do you know what I mean? Right? Like real resistance, like this, like this, that consolidation. That's not real resistance. We kept going. That was real resistance right there. You see what I'm saying? Right? Like this. What we're doing here is like what we're doing here. We just continued to move up. We moved up faster than people expected. People thought we'd consolidate, pull back or something. We didn't. We just chilled. MicroStrategy in turn will follow suit. I think that MicroStrategy will move up faster than people expect. And we're at $350 now. I remember when like a few days ago, like last week, we were talking about $400 by the end of the month. Maybe you're at $500 by the end of the month. Maybe you're at like $450 by the end of the month. We really could be moving at a faster rate than anticipated. And I think that what's awesome is you've gotten a little taste of the upside magic already. You're not even in the overbought zone. The real stuff, the real pace picks up once we're in the overbought zone, man. That's whenever the majority of the move happens. A little bit of volatility here and there. It's not just a straight shot overall, but if you kind of make it in a channel, right, like higher lows, higher highs here, essentially it was, right? It wasn't. There's volatility, significant volatility, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. There will be moments in time where you drop 12% from a high to a low, where you drop over 20% or 18% from a high to a low, sometimes over 20%. It wouldn't surprise me if there were quick flash crashes on the way up here. But I don't think that they will persist. And I think what will persist overall is the uptrend. From a high to a low, I have high expectations for MicroStrategy to stop at something of around, $1,100 to $1,300 or higher. The notion that we could go above $1,600, see resistance somewhere in the zone between like $1,600 to $1,800, it's there. Even above $2,000 is a possibility, all by the end of June. Again, predicating on the fact that I think this move is going to happen faster than people expect, right? A lot of people think that the way that people get hurt in that the average market participant is hurt in markets is that if the price goes down, that's what creates pain. But that's not true. If there are people who bought up here and sold up here and sold down here, or sold throughout any of this range at all, the most pain that's going to be generated is from the upside, right? If you have most of your participants who are not involved in the markets, who are sidelined, who think we're in a bear market, who think crypto is forsaken and it's the worst investment of the year, and that happened a lot. We had a lot of people who thought like that, or who might even still think like that. I was actually looking at the sentiment, guys. It's pretty 50-50, and I'm not looking at the sentiment here on CoinMarketCap, which is quite literally at like a 50, right? 53. I'm not using this. I was going on x.com looking at comments of very popular YouTube accounts, very popular x.com accounts whenever it comes to technical analysis in crypto, and just seeing what the average commenter was saying, taking tallies. I like to do that. It's raw data. It's just sentiment. It's like a simple form of sentiment that you can see on the social platforms, right? It's not the best representation of sentiment, but it's a pretty raw way to look at it. And I was also talking with Grok, asking him what he thought. He got very similar results as to what I had, which is that it's about 50-50, a little bit more bullish than bearish. But there's a lot of people who are uncertain right now. There's a lot of people who are still bearish overall on Bitcoin and crypto. And again, it's whenever we're clearly showing signs of growth, when we clearly have broken out and there's still uncertainty and fear in the markets, that's when we do our best work, man. When everybody's euphoric, now we're going to $1,000, it's happening, we're probably going to find resistance. You know what I mean? Like that's what happens. And don't get me wrong, there's moments where everybody is euphoric and we start pumping together. We still pump for like a week or two or three, or maybe even a month or two or three, but it can't last. Whereas right now we're not even in that euphoria kind of phase, and we're already at immaculate growth here from this relative low to a high. I mean, we're up about 45%. We got a lot more to go. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? Let's look at the short-term time frames here. And I really mean it, guys. I think that we will be above. The minimum target has literally changed to being $1,150, $1,300. The maximum target is now $2,100. And then the in-between target is right there at about, you probably don't stop at 16. You probably go just above there. So 17 to 1,800, right? Crazy targets. And it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense that we would go there. I'm not going to make sense out of it in this video. You can watch any of my like recent videos if you want to, where we literally do MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin. We compare the charts and we do the price calculations based off of where we could see Bitcoin and MicroStrategy being based off of their culminated charts together, their conjoined charts. But I don't want to do that here. Just trust when I tell you, man. We've done the analysis to back up these higher targets. By the end of June, it really can happen. Let me look here. Hold on. I got to do this real quick. Yeah. All right. So what else do I want to talk about here? I want to look at the 3-hour time frame, and we'll wrap this video up, okay? It is Thursday today. Yes, Thursday. So we have 1 day left in the week, okay? Looking to close this week with a bullish note. I'm assuming that today, if we don't close up more today, I think tomorrow will be a good day. I think that we really will close reaching for new highs relative to this high here. We might even be probably not at 400 tomorrow, but we'll be knocking on that door, man. 370, 380, above that. I really think that we're going to see some pushing through tomorrow. But 3-hour time frame, this is what I want to see. Let's see if we can validate that. 3-hour time frame, overbought, looking good. Yes, you're chilling in your overbought zone. I think that you're going to push higher, guys. You might see a little turbulence. You could pull back a little bit and then move up, but I think ultimately you're just getting ready for that next phase up. 1-hour time frame here, cooled off, super bullish. It looks ready to break out right now, actually. How much time do we have left in the day? 3 hours. It wouldn't surprise me if today closed above this high from yesterday. It really wouldn't surprise me at all. That 1 hour looks super bullish, you guys. 15-minute time frame, also in a bullish posturing. Yeah, everything says we're going to go up. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If the question is, man, I sold down here. I've been watching MicroStrategy. I wanted to buy down here, but I didn't. Now it's up here. What do you think I should do? Should I wait? Is it going to come back? The answer is no, probably not. You probably shouldn't wait. It's probably not going to come back. If you wait, you're going to keep waiting because it's just going to continue to go up. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Even at the highest prices now that we've seen since February, in almost 3 months' time, because it's like the end of April now, so almost 3 months' time, the highest prices we've seen. I think it's a great opportunity right now. I think it's a very solid opportunity to buy here, and I think if you buy here, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, you will reap the benefits of the months to come. And it's not going to be a very long time, man. I think by the end of June, I really do think somewhere in this kind of trajectory, we're just going to be moving up like this. By the end of June, mid June, whatever, we're up in this area, and maybe it's early July even, but we're going higher. 1,300, 2,000, somewhere in that range. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. And yeah, bye. It's definitely a good time to buy. Green light, not financial advice. Just saying. If I had your money, I would press the buy button for you. Okay, take care. Bye.